and its outcome. International visitors are also talking about it. Cheryl Connor has their interesting perspectives.
Some see storm clouds over the White House. Others are hopeful sunny skies will follow. We stood outside the next home for now President-elect Donald Trump and spoke to international travelers who witnessed the election.
Mostly people in Lithuania are seeing Trump as being not a political person. He's a businessman, and he was doing a show.
A showman who stands for change, according to Renato Lopez, who is visiting from Mexico with his family.
I'm not agree, but I consider the change is good.
While on the campaign trail, Trump called some Mexicans in the U.S. rapists, and Trump has not given up on his promise to build a wall that shields illegal immigrants from crossing the border. Some didn't hesitate to smile, stop, and take a selfie. Others carried a tissue, saying this is a tearful day outside the White House.
It's still not real to me, even though emotionally I'm devastated.
Fung Do and her family were refugees from Southeast Asia following the war in Vietnam.
People of color, we're being set back years.
Lopez doesn't see it that way. He wants his country to work with Trump, but he doesn't support the wall.
I think that we can contribute to make a better place.
The elections this year has so much hate in it that I don't know what happened to that American dream.
A tune that may change now that the fierce competition is over. At the White House, Cheryl Connor, ABC 7 News.
Well, protests took place around the country today, from Texas to California. In fact, this one took place in Berkeley as thousands of high school students were walked out of class. The students said that they're fearing for their safety, and America is less safe, they say, because of Donald Trump's election.
As you just saw, emotions are running high. As President Obama tried to calm some of those fears today, he and the vice president shared a brief moment of humor.
Yes, they did. The country...
I've lost elections before. Joe hasn't, but, you know. So I've been sort of sharing...
Remember, you beat me badly.
Oh, that. The country could use some laughs and coming together right now. Our Stephen Cheetah went to find out if that's possible immediately or if this process takes time.
Shake, good boy.
Therapy dogs on Capitol Hill to help those struggling with the results of the presidential election.
And we hope that some stressed out folks here on Capitol Hill got a little bit of relief as a result.
At the National Cathedral, a service for prayer and reconciliation.
A lot's happened, a lot's been said, a lot's been done, and it's going to take a while for all of us to heal.
Some at the service unable to control tears of sadness for a chosen candidate's loss and for uncertainty about the country's future.
People are legitimately afraid.
Political historian Matthew Dallek believes fear is understandable, but he stresses our government has built-in checks and balances to keep leaders from abusing power.
Congress, the courts, even though the Republicans control these institutions, that doesn't mean that opposition is powerless.
Still, some who worry about the outcome of the election say it will take months and actions from our new president to undo the anxiety created by words during the campaign.
I'm hopeful that our country can come together. We have a democracy that would prevent someone from hurting other people.
Not that it is necessarily a valid concern, but to underscore the fear in the nation's capital, a woman we interviewed at the National Cathedral later came up to us and asked us not to use her. She said she does not want the incoming administration to know that she's an opponent. Stephen Cheetah, ABC 7 News.
In case you missed it, the election results were huge, especially here in Arlington, because that is the side of the building that we work in, and we projected the results right there on the side of it. This was in Roslyn. It was really big last night. Folks driving by or walking by could see it all night. People were walking by and checking out the building numbers to see what was happening into the wee hours. And if you missed any of our coverage and you want some more information, you can log on to local, local races or go to WJLA.com. And again, even at this hour, there are a couple of states that have not registered as of yet. Tonight at 7 o'clock, you can join me for a roundtable discussion on America's decision. It begins at 7 on our sister station, News Channel 8, also streaming on WJLA.com. Seriously, a lot to talk about in this day after an historic election.
And we have a little bit to talk about in the weather, too. Kind of cloudy and drizzly today.
Well, matter of fact, around 4:30 is when little showers went through Breezy Point. Now, that's on the Chesapeake Bay in Calvert County, about 25, 30 miles east here. There was some hail from, just slushy ice balls falling. But it's kind of a sign of the season.
Sign of things to come.
Yeah, pretty much. But things will clear out nicely tonight. We'll kind of get on track for a couple very nice days. I want to give you a time lapse. This from Northwest Washington, our WeatherBug site along Idaho Avenue in Northwest. And it was really a great-looking scene there this morning with the clouds and the rain. What a day to get up and head into work. But skies brightened midday. The sun came out, and then the second part of the system came in with more heavy clouds and rain. Eventually get some of that small hail over on the bay. But that, too, is moving out this hour, and I think you're going to like this forecast going forward. Temperatures, if you're headed out this evening, a jacket you'll need because we're in the low to mid-50s. Temperatures will drop the next several hours as the winds pick up, so a definite chill in the air. 50 in Winchester right now, 56 in Washington, Frederick at 55 degrees, same number in Fredericksburg, 55 degrees right now at Andrews Air Force Base or Joint Base Andrews, either same place, different names. All right, so overnight turns clear. It'll turn cool. Matter of fact, by morning, 37 to 43, but northwesterly winds of 10 to 15 miles per hour will add a chill to the air. So it's probably when you wake up in the morning, you can probably take 3-4 degrees off whatever the air temperature is, because that's what it'll really feel like outside. A real reminder that fall is here, and the rain as we speak continues to kind of feather away here on radar. The frontal system is through, the air is drying out, so we will see the clearing trend. In fact, it will be bright and sunny tomorrow morning. We'll see breezy conditions throughout the day. About 44 at pickup time for the kids on our bus stop forecast, 55 at recess, plenty of sunshine, dismissal time mid-afternoon when the temperature will hit 62 degrees. Now, what's responsible? High pressure building into the area. Cold front is through. We'll have temperatures running through today, tomorrow, and even into Friday into the low to mid-60s. But then this front comes through midday on Friday. The winds get even stronger, and this is going to bring in a brief but very strong push of cold air, so much so that we're going to have one of the coldest high temperatures of the season so far here on Saturday, with highs only in the 40s. So here's how it looks the next 7 days. 62 the next couple days through Veterans Day. Plenty of sunshine, breezy, windy. Highs only 49 in the sunshine on Saturday, 60 degrees on Sunday. On Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it looks beautiful with plenty of sunshine and highs in the lower 60s. Maureen, Jonathan, and Robert.
Thank you, Doug.
Let's talk a little sports here. The Wiz could use a little help right now.
They need wins. Bad. 1-5. That's not a good start to the season.
That's bad.
And some frustration going on there, too. Coming up in sports, why Bill Belichick had to clear things up about his relationship with Donald Trump. And it's game number 7 for the Wiz. Could it already be gut check time? What John Wall thinks when we come back.